Assalamu alaikum viewers. How are you all? I hope you all are fine. I welcome you in this video. Before I go on the video, I would like to discuss that it is actually everybody's dream. Everybody wants that he should write an excellent language and he should speak in a wonderful expression. Keeping this in mind, I have chosen today's topic. This topic is not important from the academic point of view, and the students of OA levels and other higher classes can benefit from this topic. But the other people who are jobbers or the other individuals who are not doing anything but they want to improve their English language, it is going to really help you to write in a standard way. My today's video is about figurative language. And in today's video, I'm going to discuss the use of metaphor and the similes. I will begin from the start. I'll introduce what are these figurative speeches, why are they used, and how can you use it at the maximum and the highest level. But before I begin my video, I would request you to please subscribe my channel and press the bell icon so that you are the one to get my videos at the earliest, and with this, like and share as well. When we talk about metaphors, this figure of speech is used to compare, and so is simile. They are used to compare the people, places, and things. We compare people, places, and things using metaphors and similes. Then what is the difference? And why do we use figurative language? This we are going to use. When we are writing using figurative language, then we are being more descriptive. We write in a way that our descriptions are better, well understood. Because by using figurative language, actually an image is formed in the reader's mind and the listener's mind as well. So a better understanding is achieved in this way, and definitely when a better understanding is achieved, your expression is taken as a wonderful expression. Then this also shows that you have a knowledge of the standard language, and you can use such stylish expressions to speak nicely. And definitely this also reveals that you have excellence in language. That is why we go for using such figurative language, and not only English, they are used in Urdu as well. When we want to talk about similes, similes is actually symbolizing two things using as and like. As we can say that sleep like a baby, a very peaceful sleep. Or we can say that the person is fast as a bullet. It means that we want to show that the person is really very fast. And when we compare it with the bullet, it means that the idea is quite clear in our mind that person must be really fast. Or when we say that somebody is sleeping like a baby, it means that the person is sleeping really with a sound sleep. So I'm sure that this is clear to you with this example, that how similes actually create a clear picture in our mind, and we can make similes using either like or as. Let's see some other examples for similes. You can say she felt as low as a sick person. Somebody, we are low not because of sickness, but we can describe it that we are low as a sick person. Or if you want to describe some singer, we can say that the singer shone like a star. So definitely using simile will bring more description, a clear picture in our reader or in our writer's mind. These are some more similes in front of you. Wise as an owl. You can say that one of my friend is wise as an owl. Or you can say that quick as a wing. He does work quick as a wing. Or solid as a rock, swim like a fish, quiet as a mouse. So these all are similes, and there are many more which can be used to give a better understanding and a good description to our writing and to our speaking as well. But this is not the end. We can extend this idea of similes, we can elaborate on it, and we can bring really a beautiful expression in our writing. Look at this picture. This picture shows that our earth is like a garden, and we definitely are living on it. So how can we describe it? You look at this beautiful description. Earth is like a garden, and we are like naughty children with sickles, swords, knives, playing in it ruthlessly and destroying it. This description actually talks about the harm brought to the earth by our activities. This is the picture of earth now. It is because of our activities, too much industrialization, pollution, etc. So did you notice that how in a how in a very interesting way I have used this simile and I've extended it. I've taken this idea till the end and I have described it using this simile. This is called extended simile. Let's have some more examples. Look at this beautiful description of life using simile. Life is like the ocean. It can be calm or still, quite true, and rough or rigid. Look at the points that these things are similar in ocean as well and in life as well. But in the end, it is always beautiful. So did you notice that how using a simile and extending on this idea will help us to talk in such a better and nice way? Look at another extended similes example where it's used to talk about the life in a different scenario. Life is like a camera. Just focus on what is important and capture the good time. Develop from the negative, and if things don't turn out, just take another shot. So did you notice that how wonderful is the expression of writer using simile and extending on this idea? This is how you can build your own expression. You can create your own similes. If you read few of the similes, you can get hand on it. But remember that using a lot of similes in your written expression or in your spoken will not be approved at all, will not be liked at all. So there should be a balance in using it. Now talking about metaphors. Metaphor is also a figure of speech where we say that one thing is like other. We are comparing the thing, but we are not using anything like as or like the way we did in simile. So we can say that it is a simile without as or like. If I want to say that Sam is a bright star, I would say Sam is a star. So here I am not using any other idea of using as or like to symbolize it. Rather, I am straightforwardly saying that Sam is a star. Look at some more examples of metaphor. He is a walking encyclopedia. We can say this expression to a person when we have any personality who is full of information and he is with all answers ready to give to you. The world is the stage, a very famous metaphor used by Shakespeare in his writing. You are my sunshine, and other very important metaphor. Life is a bed of roses, life is a bed of thorns, life is a roller coaster. There are many such expressions which are equally used in Urdu and in English as well. So you can easily have a very good idea of using them in your speech and in your writing as well. If you just focus on it, it is only the matter of focusing. Let's see some more examples of metaphor. Look at this picture. What idea comes to you? Look at this picture. Excuse me. The idea is sun was an orange beach ball. Rather than saying that the sun was bright, shining on the beach, this is really going to give you a good description, and your description, your written script will look better, innovative, and interesting to anybody who is reading it. Now, the way we can extend a simile, similarly, we can extend a metaphor as well. Look at this example. Detention for everyone. It comes from your teacher. Then, when you get such notes, what are you going to tell about your teacher? Definitely, my teacher is a dragon. Look at this picture. This picture comes in your mind. He breathed fire as he yelled. So I'm sure that we are in our daily routine with many metaphors used, but perhaps we don't know that we are using these metaphors. Look at another beautiful extension for metaphor. The ocean is a desert with its life underground. This ocean is like a desert with its life underground. In desert, the life is on the ground. In ocean, the life is under the ground. Okay, it's not hot and so cold, so beautiful and so cruel. So did you notice the beautiful use of the juxtaposition, putting opposite idea, hot and cold, beautiful and cruel. So this is how every beautiful ideas can be described using these figurative languages. There are many more. I've just focused on two so that you know them well and you have a good practice of them as well. Look at another example of extended metaphor. Here I'm going to express life in the form of a highway. Life is a highway. I want to ride it all night long. There are many metaphors regarding life and the highway or the road sense. There is another very famous line, I have to go 1,000 miles before I sleep. Here, sleep means that before I die, before my life ends, and 1,000 miles means that I have many, many tasks to do before I end my life, before my life is ended. So, did you notice that how, in a very nice and in a very beautiful way, the writers can express themselves using similes and metaphors? Let's see some examples as well from the poetry Hope. Hope is a flapping kite, tethered to a child, attached to a child, given to a child, praying that it doesn't fly away. As a kite is dearer to a child, same is the case that hope should be dearer to us, because hope is a big wealth. If it goes, definitely we become desperate, we become hopeless. So, did you notice that how the idea of hope is turned into a kite, a metaphor is extended also. This is how you can try extending the metaphor in your writing and in your speech as well. I'm sure that many ideas will be generating in your mind while you'll be listening to it. Look at another example. I would rather think of life as a good book. So, life as a good book, the further you get into it, the more it begins to come together and make sense. Well, dear audience, when we read a book in the beginning, that doesn't make a sense because things are not clear. But gradually, when we move on in the reading, we start making things, we start knowing the things, and that book becomes so interesting that we don't want to leave it. Same is the case with the book as well. So here, the metaphor is used by using the idea of a similarity between a book and a life. This metaphor describes about tornado. You can read it. Now, I'll be looking at some examples and discussing some examples from O levels past paper to show you that how metaphors are regarded by the examiner as well, and knowing them, understanding them, explaining them can even be a question in our paper. Look at this first example where a part has been given from O levels paper 2 and the reading for meaning part. Here there is a question where we have to explain the given line. So this is about a passage where a lady is really worried about her young child, and she is weeping, and her tears are streaming on her cheeks. So she explains as though they were raindrops on a window pane. Look at this beautiful description. The way raindrops they flow on a window pane. Similarly, her tears were flowing continuously. So actually, you have to give the meaning of this particular simile, and you have to tell the effect also, and this can only be done when you know the simile, you understand it, and you can create a link between things. You can find out that element of similarity between them. Look at another example from another paper of same code, where the title is Hortons. It is about a boy who takes a big deer as a pet, but he fears that his mother might not like it because mother is quite strict. So he says that a story, he was rehearsing over again stories story that would soften a heart of stone. So this is a metaphor used here. There are many examples which can be taken from O-levels past paper to show that these have been really a part of the papers as well. I'm sure that you have really liked the idea about similes, metaphor, and the way they can be used in an extended way. So if you have liked my video, so please press the like button, and if you haven't subscribed my channel yet, please subscribe it. And with this, I end my meeting, my video with you. Allah Hafiz, stay blessed. Hmm.